Hi guys, welcome back to FinLife, and today we'll be talking about majorly Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. So what happens, people usually tend to ask me what is the intrinsic value of Bitcoin. So in order to understand that, firstly we need to understand what is the intrinsic value of gold. Majorly what happens, how gold is deriving its current value that is prevalent in the market is mainly through the energy and the cost that goes into mining of the gold. That is why Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies also have that formula of mining, because it is considered as an asset only in the digital world. Talking about gold, the major thing that goes into gold is the hard work of the people who go and mine it, and then after that the processing that takes place, which converts the solid and rock that we take it out and dig it out from the ground. After that it is converted into gold, processed, goes through various funnels and furnaces, and then eventually converted into gold after all the purification process. So this is how gold comes out, and the all the cost that goes into this, the transportation cost, the logistic cost, the manufacturing cost, the processing cost, the mining cost, all the cost eventually yields up to the price of gold that is prevalent in the market. So let's say if a big mine of gold, let's say, is available, and people tend to discover a massive mine of gold, then what will happen? Since the mining cost and everything will go there, but what will happen, the demand, the supply of gold will increase, which will lead to the decrease in the prices of the gold, since it will be available at a higher supply. Then, and people who are willing to sell that gold will start selling it for lower and lower prices in order to achieve more and more cash in their hands for the daily usage needs. So what will happen, gold's prices will keep on going down. Similarly, if we talk about Bitcoin is mainly achieving and arriving at the current market price that it is at through two things. Firstly is demand and supply. Any currency that is being accepted by the market is majorly by on the basis of the demand and supply and future prospects of that particular currency. So talking about cryptocurrency Bitcoin, the value that it is deriving right now is through the miners. So all the miners verify the transactions that are happening on the blockchain network of Bitcoin. So whenever the miners are transacting, when people are transacting and the miners are verifying that those transactions, they are getting a reward, and a transaction fees is being paid to them, other than the reward of 12.5 Bitcoins which is being achieved by them. So that is an additional bonus. So eventually over long term, what will happen, when by 2040 all the Bitcoins have been mined and there are no Bitcoins left to mine, people will only achieve the transaction fees which will be available from mining, and by that time a very limited amount of people will be into the mining business. Right now people are mining majorly because they are getting 12.5 Bitcoin rewards from each block also. So as and when the transactions are happening and the number of transactions are increasing, the verification is also increasing, and that is the major reason why it is getting harder and harder for people to mine and set up mining rigs, because anyone can mine. It is just requiring some GPU miners or some application based proper dedicated mining machines, that is a computer. A simple computer can start mining, but if you start doing it or mining on your computer, on your home computer, it will take ages for you to get even 0.0001 Bitcoins, because the process is very complicated and it needs hard computing power, which usually happens on GPUs, that is graphic processing units, which are majorly used by computer gamers and people who are into video editing businesses mainly, because these are the main two platforms where a lot of computing power is required. So if these people convert into mining and start mining, it will be easier for them to mine, and they can actually make it a profitable business also, providing they keep other factors into account. So the intrinsic value is majorly of Bitcoin is majorly build up of all the miners who have set up their mining machines and mining rigs. Maybe some have put it in their houses, some have put in big warehouses, and some have taken massive land areas in Ireland and Iceland, etc., and started and put up mining rigs there. Majorly this is happening because there is a lot of heat which is generated by the mining rigs, and if you set up it in cold temperatures and cold areas, it will be easy to dissipate that heat. Further, along with this, a lot of electricity consumption is also required in order to mine. So when people are mining the Bitcoins, they are trying to find out various natural resources from which electricity can be generated. So majorly three parameters are there. One is through water, second is through wind energy, and third is through solar panels. So solar panels is also a little expensive source. So what people are trying to do is they are trying to run their turbines mainly through the natural water and the waterfalls that are happening in the northern regions, and they are trying that those turbines keep on spinning and they generate electricity, and that their whole mining rig or the plants that they have set up are fueled by that mining rigs or that turbines that is auto generating power at a very low electricity cost, and rather no electricity cost, because it has just been put below one waterfall and water keeps on falling on that turbine, it keeps on rotating, that electricity is produced from that, and it is being used to convert into Bitcoin and mine Bitcoin. So these are the platforms that are set. So the intrinsic value, we are not able to judge it, how we don't know how to judge it, but there is a lot of intrinsic value, majorly because all the machines that are set up into mining Bitcoin are the intrinsic value. So we don't really know the value of that, but those comprise and those together make the intrinsic value of Bitcoin. Further, if we talk about the market cap, right now the market cap of Bitcoin is around $1.5 trillion as compared to gold is around $11 trillion, and recently it has decreased. I am taking into account the decrease in the Bitcoin prices since Elon Musk has tweeted that 910 kilowatts is being used by Bitcoin. So since then the prices of Bitcoin has corrected a little bit, because people are now thinking a little bit about this, that it is doing a lot of carbon emission also. So maybe we come up with new coins which are less into carbon emission, and they can provide you more returns and with less carbon emission and less impact on the earth, on the environmental parameters. So this is what I wanted to explain in this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is a small information about cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin, how to mine and other details. So in case you are really interested in knowing more about it, I run courses on cryptocurrencies and tell people how to start crypto trading. So if you are really interested in knowing more details about it, you can just click on the links below, available below, and join it. Further, if you've liked my channel and liked this video, it's very nice, and I'll be really happy if you could share it with other people who are interested in this domain and like to know more about crypto markets. And if you've not yet subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. My name is Siddhant Goel. Thank you so much for watching. Signing off, Siddhant, and happy investing. Invest safely, because you have your money very hard earned.